Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Rajiv Jhangiani. I am the Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning at Brock University, and I'm thrilled to be the Distinguished Visiting Teaching Scholar at Trent University at the end of February this year. I'll be visiting Trent on February 27th to give an open public talk, and I certainly hope to see you there. My background includes work in British Columbia, where I was at Kwantlen Polytechnic University for a good many years. At KPU, of course, we developed Canada's first zero textbook cost programs and advanced a lot of work and practice related to support for open educational practices in particular. And so in my talk, I'm going to be talking about a few different things. I think I'll be talking about a number of ways in which student flourishing and faculty flourishing are both intrinsically linked, of course, and I'll be talking about things like critical pedagogy, open educational practices, and inclusive design. We'll certainly be reflecting on the experiences of the pandemic itself and talking about the importance of things like the pedagogy of care, but also self-care. But perhaps even more interestingly, we will have a critical dialogue about things like access and the gulf between those shiny mission and vision statements that universities like to put out and the reality in which post-secondary education, much of the time, in fact, reinforces and replicates existing societal power hierarchies. We will talk about things like ethical educational technologies, including the horrendous ways in which these amplify existing societal biases, whether we're talking about remote exam proctoring tools that disproportionately flag students with darker skin tones as cheating, for example, learning management systems that are configured to dead name trans students when they default to legal names, or even things like inclusive access, textbook platforms that strip agency away from faculty and students while disregarding accessibility. Given the recent news as well, I'll mention things like ChatGPT, which is really interesting because I think you can increasingly see that the Silicon Valley venture capital-driven narrative at some point will easily have AI-generated essays being marked by AI-driven grading platforms, all terribly efficient, but little to do with the business of actual education. So we will ultimately talk about things like equity and belongingness and building up to societal transformation. So I think if you're interested in a discussion around the role of the educator in the process of education, the critical need to ensure that universities move beyond what we're so good at, which is performative allyship when it comes to inclusion, and actually ensuring that we begin to value teaching and learning, I certainly hope to see you, whether it's in the room or online, on February 27th. So hope to see you there. Thanks, everyone.